Live from Prosper, Texas, this is Eagle Nation News.
The 5 living former presidents attended the Deep from the Heart concert Saturday, which benefited the victims of the recent hurricanes. This event raised $2.6 million in addition to the $31 million collected from the One American Appeal campaign. This is the first time these presidents have been together since the opening of the George W. Bush Presidential Library in 2013.
Now we send it over to Nate Tompkins, who is standing by with a little more on what Red Ribbon Week is all about.
The National Red Ribbon Campaign, sponsored by the NFP Drug Prevention, has provided drug awareness to the country since 1985. Red Ribbon Week is an alcohol, tobacco, and other drug and violence prevention awareness campaign observed annually in October in the United States.
I think Red Ribbon Week is important because it helps teach people about the dangers of using drugs, and it's actually where I first learned about the dangers of drugs.
I guess it helps teach little kids, not to go down the wrong path, and, educate them in a very young age, and hopefully help them learn what's wrong and what's right.
Red Ribbon Week encourages children to say no to drugs and alcohol.
It helps remind people not to get addicted to alcohol and drugs.
I guess just to spread awareness for drugs and alcohol, and how bad it can be to fall into that kind of lifestyle,
Today, the Red Ribbon serves as a catalyst to mobilize communities, to educate youth, and encourages participation in drug prevention activities. Reporting for Nation News, I'm Nate Tompkins. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Nate. When we come back, we go less into what Red Ribbon Week is and more into how it got here.
I think girls volleyball is going to playoffs.
You think it's too late to join?
After they see us play? No way, man. Instead of watching us, come support your Lady Eagle volleyball team for the first playoff game, October 31st.
We know Red Ribbon Week as a week to raise awareness about the dangers of drugs and a chance to show school spirit, but we don't know the history behind it. Elizabeth Kirsch reports on the history of Red Ribbon Week.
This week, beginning October 23rd and lasting through the 31st, is Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon Week is a nationwide campaign which seeks to raise awareness about the harm that drugs can bring to a person, as well as inform students about other options that are available to them.
The purpose of Red Ribbon Week is just to raise awareness for the harmful consequences of drugs and substance abuse, to prevent students from creating bad habits that can harm their futures. Red Ribbon Week started in 1985 because an undercover agent, Enrique Camarena, actually died on the job fighting against drug and substance abuse, and so his friends and family wore red ribbons to honor him, and it just kind of became a national campaign to fight against drug abuse.
In response to his death, in 1988, Congress established this week to commemorate Enrique Camarena's life and to establish a time to emphasize intolerance for drugs in schools and communities. Throughout the country, schools put on programs and give information promoting a drug-free life, advocating for healthy and safe choices for students of all ages.
PHS really, we just try and do what we can to create an environment where students are encouraged to stay away from drugs and substances and just to have a bright future. We try to raise awareness for Red Ribbon Week by just having dress-up days that kind of keep the students involved, honestly just listening to the message and applying it to their own lives.
Tomorrow's dress-up day is Jersey Day, with the theme Team Up Against Drugs. I'm Elizabeth Kirsch, reporting for Eagle Nation News. Prosper.
Thank you, Elizabeth. When we come back, Nate Tompkins has winners and champions from last weekend's debate competition.
To continue or join dual credit classes for the spring semester, submit permission forms to the counseling office by November 1st. Unified Champion Schools, formerly Meet in the Middle, is looking for Special Olympics volunteers. The first meeting will be October 26th in Gym 1400. Visit the library and enter the Teen Read Week contest for a chance to win an autographed copy of John Green's new book. Sign up for the Carter Blood Drive in the cafeteria until October 27th. You must be 16 or older. Today is the deadline to apply for the NASA High School Aerospace Scholars Program.
Now let's kick it over to Nate Tompkins to recap the speech and debate tournament from last Friday and Saturday.
What's up, guys? I'm Nate Tompkins with your update on winners and champions. Last Friday and Saturday at the Plano West Speech and Debate Tournament, Alec Antonikakis was awarded top speaker and made it to the semifinals in Lincoln Douglas debate. Brian Derryberry and Emma Herring made it to semifinals in cross-examination, qualifying for TFA State. Hunter Jordan and Joy Yoakum made it to quarterfinals. Lastly, Maya Durham and Brandon Carty placed fifth in duo interpretation. Congratulations to everyone who placed, and make sure to follow us Eagle Nation News on Twitter and turn on our post notifications for more updates. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Nate. Now let's send it over to Max Hamilton at the Eagle Zone for an update on Prosper Sports.
Prosper claimed the District 14 5A volleyball title last night after sweeping Little Elm 3-0. The Lobos never exceeded 16 points in a set. Some stats include Haley Killinger having 13 kills and 5 aces, Maddie Whitmire having 37 assists, Kayla Martin having 15 digs, and Hope Gramley having 3 blocks. Prosper will face Frisco Independence in the bi-district round of playoffs on the 31st at McKinney High School. November 4th is the date to mark for state cross country meet. The event will be taking place at Old Settlers Park up near Sherman. That's all I have for you today. I'm Max Hamilton, reporting from the Eagle Zone.
Thank you, Max. Now let's take a look at the meeting schedule for this week. There will be a Genders and Sexualities Alliance meeting today at 4 p.m. in room 2233. Psychology Club meets during Eagle Time today in room 2212.
And take a look at the rest of the week.
A few announcements before we go. The Spanish Club is meeting tomorrow during Eagle Time. It's the last chance to become an official member.
The musical showcase performances will take place Thursday and Friday night at 6:30 and Saturday at 2 and 7 in the Black Box Theater.
The ASL Honor Society deadline to submit forms, fees, and proof of eligibility is October 31st. Well, that's going to do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Caitlin Wessels.
I'm Casey Boston.
And I'm Jake Fine. Live long and prosper.